Well, this is probably a terrible idea. I mean, it's a great idea. But yes, hello and welcome to this new video. This is a terrible location to record. I apologize in advance if there's any audio issues. Yeah, got a lot of cars driving by. Should have seen this coming. So today I'll be opening another Troll and Toad box. But it is once again the rare, large, and potentially huge, well, miniatures. My past few Troll and Toad unboxings haven't been the most pleasant experience, particularly that last one, which I will say, I contacted the company and they were kind enough to give me a partial refund for that box. So if nothing else, I'm at least thankful for that. But before we get into this, let's go ahead and take a look at the ones I opened last time from the rare, large, and huge set. The 10 that I got from the previous rare, large, huge box included 2 Mouth of Grolantors, 3 Deos, 2 Hyrocos, 1 Kamadin, and 2 Unicorns, although one of them now rests at the bottom of the lake. It would seem that all 10 miniatures that I got from the first box were uncommon. Now last time I didn't really take account of how many were in stock when I bought them, so we won't really have anything to compare to, but this time I did go ahead and take a screenshot. As you can see, there were just over 3,000 in that last one, so we'll be using that as a reference point when opening this one today, and hopefully it'll give some better insight. But really I'm just hoping I get something better than what I got the last time I opened this kind of box. Not even sure if I want to do the whole pull from the hat thing this time, because I know there's probably going to be duplicates in here. So, as always, seems to be nicely packaged. They're wrapped in like 3 different sections, so instead of doing the whole hat thing, to get away from the noise, I'll just do each section one at a time. This was a bad idea. You know, when I did this today, I thought, it's a nice day outside, let's do something different. I forgot about all the extra noise, and I really hope I can remove most of it from the final product. Okay, so actually, 2 of them weren't wrapped together, they're just in their own individual plastic. Looks like I got some sort of angel. Starting off with something new. This first one is Planeter Angel, 29 of 44, from 2017. It's nice that I actually got a flying creature that isn't, a Hyrocos. Yeah, these are one of the first creatures you see in the monster manual, so good to have an angel. I don't have a single one yet. Nope. The second thing I got, oh, looks like a griffin. Oh, never mind, it's a hippogriff. This next one is Hippogriff, 27 of 44, from 2017. I'd say this one's a classical creature. I'd say that people are more familiar with it now thanks to the Harry Potter series. But yes, I do like avian-like creatures, so nice one to add to the collection. Okay, so those are the 2 things not in bubble wrap. Next, let's go ahead and do the smaller one of the 2 bubble wrap things. Already, before I even get this fully open, I can see 2 things I already have, but they're not duplicates within this own set, so that's good news. Okay, so firstly, of the things I already have, got a lion. This one is Lion, 29 of 44, from 2018. Like I said, I already have one of these. I think it would have been nice to have like a variant where they didn't have the mane to represent the female lion. I don't know if there is a miniature for that or not, but, I have 2 male lions now. And the other one I already have, I have another Crossus Large. This one is Crossus Large, 27 of 55, from 2018. So yes, like I said, this is now my second one of these. Still love this creature very much, so... And actually, I think my other one didn't have his feet to the platform very well, and this one does, so... They're distinguishable. Now I have 2. It's a very nice creature. Item number 5 of the box is actually something I don't have. This one looks like some sort of earth elemental, but it's probably a golem. This is Clay Golem, 26 of 44, from 2017. There's something about it that's quite derpy yet lovable at the same time in a way. No, I was about to say this was my first golem, but I do have a flesh golem, so scratch that. Okay, so that's the first 5 things. Now on to the last bubble wrap set. And from what I can see in the bubble wrap itself, there's at least 2 things in there I already have. Okay, let's make these last 5 semi-random. Yep. First thing is something I already own in my collection. This next one's a familiar face. It's the Gruul Ogre, 26 of 55, from 2018. So now I have 2 of these things. Next thing, something new. I think it's a palindrome. This one's new. It's some sort of modron or palindrome. This is Pentadrone, 28 of 44, from 2018. I've heard a little bit about the drone creatures or these construct beings, but I'm not terribly familiar with what they are. I think they have something to do with sigil or planar travel. Item number 8. Ah, that's cool. And it's something I don't have. Something about this one's design just makes me think it's an older miniature. This is Stone Giant Rune Carver, 9 of 60, Lawful Good 91, from 2007. Okay, this is definitely one of my older miniatures now. Particularly like the spiral design on the stone he's holding. Item number 9. Oh, the irony. I'll get more into that later. This next one's a familiar face. This is Ledev Guardian, 29 of 55, from 2018. This is officially the 3rd one I've pulled. I'll get a little more into what I did with one of mine later on. As typical, she has the bent spear, because why not? Alright, and for the last thing from this box, it is an actual duplicate. And the last one I got is another Stone Giant Rune Carver. This is officially the only duplicate I pulled from the box itself, which is a good sign considering some past boxes I got from Troll and Toad. Alright, I'm back inside so I can hopefully finish this with less noise. Again, I apologize if the audio was disruptive, loud, obnoxious, whatever phrase you choose to use. Alright, here we go. All the miniatures I managed to get this time around. Go ahead and take a moment to look up their rarities. See what I got. Although I imagine it's going to be like mostly common, uncommon kind of things. The Gruul Ogre, Ledev Guardian, and Large Crosses are all from the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica set, and are labeled common. Although personally I feel they should be labeled uncommon, as you tend to only get one large or bigger thing from each box you pull. The Pentadrone, Planar Angel, Hippogriff, Clay Golem, and Lion are all uncommon miniatures, with the Pentadrone and Lion coming from the Waterdeep Dragonhide set, and the Planar Angel, Clay Golem, and Hippogriff coming from the Monster Minigree number 2 set. And to my surprise, it seems the 2 Stone Giant Rune Carvers are a rare miniature. According to the miniature market, they come from the Unhallowed set. So yeah, it turned out they were mostly common uncommon. Although, surprisingly, 2 of them rare, these Rune Carver guys. So let's go ahead and take a moment to discuss this box in comparison to the last one. So as I mentioned, my first large, huge, and rare type box from the Troll and Toad, it turned out that they were all uncommon miniatures half of them were duplicates. So it left a bit of a sour taste, as it was not really what I wanted or expected when buying them. Not that duplicates are bad, they are a thing that happens, it's not what I was expecting when I paid for it. But this time around, only one of the 10 miniatures they provided was a duplicate in the box itself. Now, as it turns out, due to how many I've opened so far, 4 of the ones I got today I have gotten previously, but that is not a fault of the company itself. Most of the miniatures are in fact fall under the uncommon category, as they are all, as this time every single one I got is a large miniature, and typically when you open any box you will get a large miniature, with the exception of the one time from a Tyranny of Dragons box where I pulled 2 large ones out of a single box, which is the only time that's happened so far. So, despite the fact that some of these are listed as common, you're typically only going to get like one of them in a box anyway, so they're basically uncommon since they fill up the space. The biggest surprise of all was the fact that I got 2 Rune Carvers. It is the only duplicate I got in the set itself, but on top of that, it actually is technically a rare miniature. So that's a bit surprising that I got 2 of them. So how to rate my experience with Troll and Toad this time? Well, I will say most of them are different miniatures, so if you are considering buying from them, check to see how many are available in stock beforehand. As I mentioned, I didn't check the first time around because I didn't think of it at the time, but this time there were at least 3,000 in stock before I bought it, increasing the odds that I wouldn't get duplicates. Comparing this one to the last box of the set, most of what you're going to get from the large, huge, rare set that they're selling are going to be uncommon large ones. In the last one I did manage to get 1 huge type, but I got, 2 of them. So while I did technically get a huge one, I did also get a duplicate of said huge one. So out of 20, I have received 2 huge miniatures. Out of the 20, 18 have been uncommon/common, as Ladov, the Ogre, and the Crosses technically are classified as common. So those are things to keep in mind if you yourself ever choose to buy this particular box from Troll and Toad. But with these out of the way, time to talk about something a little different. In the last video, I believe it was the last one, I mentioned that I was going to be potentially having a trade with a friend, and it ironically involves this creature here, as this is technically the 3rd one I pulled now. So we ended up doing a trade 3 for 3. I gave him one of my Ladev Guardians, a Mind Drinker Vampire, and Lazav, the Demir Guildmaster. And in exchange, I got myself a Beholder Zombie, Desmir Shadow Dusk, and most importantly, a Bahir Hag, which I'm sure I said incorrectly. I should have an image on screen now of what the trade happened. Go ahead, take a moment to show each of my 3 new ones a little closer. This is Beholder Zombie, 29 of 44 from 2019. It's a nice grotesque looking figure, but yes, I believe this is my first Beholder. That's cool. This is Desmir Shadow Dusk, 36 of 44 from 2019. When I was trading with my friend, he thought I already had this one, but I pointed out that actually they are 2 very similar looking knights in different poses. So now I have them both. And I got my hag. This is Bahir Hag, 22 of 44 from 2019. Yes, in one of the games I'm running, this is a crucial character, so I'm glad I got her. So yeah, there they are. Oddly enough, I think we ended up trading 3 from the Guildmasters for 3 from the Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Funny how that worked out. But yeah, I may have not been able to pull my hag, but I got her in the end. There is actually one more thing I would like to mention before I end this video, a bit of an unfortunate thing. It would seem my Goristro, due to its own weight, has started to tilt to the side. It used to be more upright, so it's unfortunate. I tried to bend him back in his place slightly and his foot came off the peg, so I might have to like get a piece of plastic to hold him upright to keep him from bending too far over. I'd hate for his leg to snap or something. As neat as the miniature is, he just turned out to be too top heavy for his own good. And with that, I think that's all the miniature related news I have for this video. One last thing I would like to mention is I've started working on 2 long-term projects. So there's definitely going to be a gap between uploads now, as if there wasn't already before, because I've got a terrible upload schedule. Like, was barely doing 1 a week, and now for the foreseeable future it might be 1 every other week. But I'm hoping that you guys will appreciate at least one of the projects I'm working on. I'm hoping to maybe make it a monthly thing, but we'll see how things go over the next few weeks. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. I don't really want to go into too much detail, as I have a habit of stopping progress on things if I announce it early. It's odd, it's a weird thing with me, but I just kind of want to be as discreet as I can for now, so hopefully I don't deter myself from finishing. But yeah, it's not like I've abandoned doing videos or anything. I'm trying to spend more time on longer projects. So that's the end of this one. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you've pulled from boxes. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching. How did I get up here?